Hey there! In today's video, we're going to be seeing the working video game I made in Yeeps Hide and Seek. Took a lot of wiring in a couple days, but I think it's really cool, and I hope you feel the same. At the end, I'm going to be teaching you some of the wiring that I did to make this project complete. It's really awesome, and I really hope you enjoy. Here is where you get to control the game and see what's happening on the screen. When you press the start button, it uses a toggle shortener and then connected to a yellow signal. That yellow signal then powers this to power the blue signal, and then keep powering blue signals until you have 4 pixels on the screen. Now more about that toggle shortener. Normally when you power something like a door with a button, it has a normal current. What the toggle shortener does is when you press the button, it turns on a toggle and then immediately turns it off to send out a shorter signal, a very short one. The door barely opened. When you press the jump button, it sends out a green signal. That green signal then turns off the pixels that make it look like you're on the ground and turns on the ones that make it look like you're in the air. If you're on the ground and the pixel reaches you and touches you, then it broadcasts a lose. It also checks if you don't have any score, and then broadcasts a score of 0. It does that by checking if you lose and not a score of 1, not a score of 2, not a score of 3, you get it. Then it broadcasts a score of 0. However, if the pixels go past you and you're not dead, then it broadcasts 1 score. When it broadcasts a score, it uses a Perma toggle and then checks whenever you die to broadcast the score you got. This mechanism continues for score 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then once you get past 10, you win. Was I really gonna let the game stop when you win? No, you can keep playing. Now more about that Perma toggle. Here's the Perma toggle example I've made. So normally, you saw what a normal button does to a door. A Perma toggle, when you press this, it feeds into an OR, then turns on a toggle, which then turns on the door, and another toggle that keeps the OR on. So basically, once you press this button, it feeds into an infinite loop, so you can't turn it off. See how it's on, and all of this is powered? But what if I press the button again, you may be wondering? Nothing happens! It can't be turned off unless you use the red inputs on the side of the toggles. Like that. So now you know how the game works, but does it all work together to make a playable game? Of course it does! Do you think I was just faking it the entire time? Now here's the game in action. I'm gonna press Start Game. So it's an endless game, where you can keep jumping until you die. The only reason I made a video about this is because I think it's the first ever working, arcade game in Yeeps. I think that's kind of special. If you want to play this map for yourself, go to community code BLOOD and go to the map Working Video Game. I would suggest doing it in a private code, if my code was popular. There's probably going to be no one in here, so have fun playing it. You guys rate it 1 to 10.
It looks like
What do you rate it 1 to 10?
Finding a working video game nearly impossible to find. I gotta rate it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Alright, how about you?
10.
Nice.
I'll try.
Thank you guys.
Alright, let's try. Now let's try.
That concludes the video. I hope you had fun watching this, and maybe you want to go check out the map for yourself. The community seemed to like it. Maybe you will. I hope you had fun watching, and goodbye.